I play. Okay, so yeah, I am here to answer some questions that you guys had, and I'll probably, try to give very in-depth answers just so, you can get the most out of your questions. So, let's just begin. Just fucking glares like killing me, and I don't want to show any other part of my room. So first question. We got multiple. We're gonna do a little bit of a lightning like thing. I'm saying lightning, but so firstly, from Kenny Arcane Ponies 97. What is your favorite music, and what is your favorite music? What's your favorite song right now? In general, I don't really have like absolute like favorite. Like I can't pick singular things that I like. I usually like multiple different genres. If I had to say for right now, like I mainly listen to like emo music, like My Chemical Romance, like stuff like that. I listen to a lot of Dominican music, like bachata, merengue. I listen to a lot of rap as well. I listen to a lot of old music. Like I have the music taste of like a fucking old man. And right now, if I had to pick, I think right now I'm trying to think. For right now, my favorite like song, like my favorite like emo song, I'd probably pick like just honestly just anything from the like Black Parade. I just like the album; it's really good. Then for my favorite like Spanish song, it would be 15,500 Noches by Romeo Santos. And then for rap, that is a good ass question. I don't know. I really can't like think of anything that like really stands out. Alright, next question. When I started playing, what was my favorite summoning mechanic? So, my favorite summoning mechanic is synchro. I love synchro summoning. It is my favorite. But my very close second, like even when I was starting, like my favorite mechanic, when I was starting, my favorite mechanic was fusion, because really early when I was like really young, I watched like a few episodes of GX, and I just really liked Jaden and his cool ass like monsters and everything. But like for majority of my time playing, I've been a synchro guy. I just love synchros. What is my favorite boss monster in each mechanic? Okay, so for normal monster, I guess like my favorite normal monster, if I had to pick, it'd probably just be the Dark Magician. I just like the Dark Magician. What can I say? He's really cool. He's really sick. I like him. For effect monster, like my favorite main deck boss monster. You know what? I think I'm gonna say Volcanic Doomfire. I really like Volcanic in general as an archetype. I don't really play it in like the modern game just because like I'm not too into it. But in like lower power formats, like Volcanic is really cool. It's a really cool deck. For fusion, my favorite fusion boss monster is probably gonna be fusion has a lot of bangers. Like that's the problem. Like fusion has so many cool monsters. Honestly, damn. I can't. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I just don't have a favorite fusion. I just like so many of the fusions. Synchro. I don't know. That's another one I can't really pick. I really like Stardust Dragon, like original Stardust Dragon, and I guess like if we go back on Fusion. Oh, what am I talking about? Oh my god, I completely forgot. Evil Hero Infernal Wing. I really like Infernal Wing. I don't know what it is. I just really like her. She's really cool. I also like the backlash that they got. Really sick. Love that. All right, synchro. I'd have to go with like my big three that I really like. I'm not gonna just give you one, but because synchro is my favorite mechanic, I really like Stardust Dragon, and like Stardust Dragon specifically though. I'm gonna say Shooting Majestic. Shooting Majestic is my favorite Stardust like version boss monster. I don't know what it is. I like how it interacts with the deck in general. How you're able to set up like multiple of it. Like I don't really like Crimson Dragon, like the original Crimson Dragon, that much. I don't really like cards that like cheat out like these big boss monsters. But you know, it's part of the game, so I just accept it. I really like Junk Gardner. He's like Junk Gardner is really like the nostalgia thing. Like when I like in my young life, when I would play like Synchro on like Dueling Network, like he would consistently be like my first turn guy that I just sit on. Like, cause you know he's just like he's a big guy with 2600 defense. He can switch your stuff to defense mode, and he's just like good at protecting you. I just always loved Junk Gardner. And then I think I want to go with like a newer one that I don't really want to talk about. It's less like the card itself. I would say it's like the deck as a whole. Elvino. Elvino is a deck that I've really grown to love. I'm playing a lot of it. I like what it does. I like me personally, I just always like decks that revolve around like zone placement. Like for a little bit I was playing Valence. I don't know, it wasn't good because you know like that's a very complicated deck. I like cards like Imperm. I like cards like Iron Thunder. Like I just like cards. I like cards that deal with chain links a lot, and I like cards that deal with zone placement a lot. I've always found that it's a very interesting design place. But yeah, okay, that was a lot. Synchro, Xyz. Who is my favorite Xyz? Like, I'm saying that it is the K9 monster, specifically K9 EX Werewolf is so cool, dude. K9 EX Werewolf is such a cool boss monster. I don't care that he hand rips you. I play Synchron. I'm gonna hand rip you for 45 if I can. So like, just like, I just like EX Werewolf. I love EX Werewolf. He attacks a billion times. He's a big ass dude. Like, there's nothing I hate about him. You can't hate him. He's so cool. Alright. I just skipped Ritual. My favorite Ritual. Voiceless Voice Skull Guardian, easy. I like Voiceless Voice, it's really sick. It's a really cool deck. Let's see here. Pendulum. Fucking, what Pendulum bosses are there that aren't generic guys, right? Like, fucking, I don't know, I guess, that, the new DD guy, Arc Crisis, I guess, right? Like, he's a Pendulum, whatever. Link. Who's my favorite? Oh, what am I talking about? It's Tri-Brigade Shuriken. I love Tri-Brigade. Tri-Brigade is one of my favorite decks ever. Tri-Brigade is really cool. Shuriken is a very cool boss monster that, like, yeah, like, I know Tri-Brigade is, like, kind of, like, I mean, I feel like Tri-Brigade was always, like, not a criminal deck. I always thought it was, like, interesting, but that's just me, I guess. But, anywho, next question. What is the most annoying boss monster to deal with or that I hate? Well, there's only one current answer. Actually, there's two. Well, no, because we're talking about the boss monster specifically. I don't hate Fiendsmith Engraver. I don't hate the Fiendsmith deck at all. I don't hate the engine. I just hate, like, in general, like, I don't like heavily accessible things without locks. And right now, the kingpin of that is, say with me, Mitsurugi, the fucking purple one that's Raigeki, freaking negate that hand rips you, and is also it gets you engine. Like, why? I don't care that Ritual and Reptiles aren't doing shit. Fuck you. Why would you make a card like that? Alright. How did I meet Seth 2020? Alright, this is gonna be very interesting. So, I've been a long time enjoyer of D&D and D&D style things. I like campaigns, I like those stories. I grew up like watching like most people are like, oh, I watch Critical Role, oh, I watch Dimension 20, like those are too long form for me. I like, nah. I would get like very disinterested very quickly. But the main thing that sparked my interest was Pro Jared's like D&D December videos. Like those really got me like hooked. That and when he did his video on the arcade game, like those really got me hooked. When like I want to say about like 2-3 years ago, I started in my local library. There was a like get-togethers for that, and like I made a character and stuff. And like and like at the time I was in the live action server, and like I was just like in general chat, I'm like, oh dude, I think somebody mentioned it, or I just like decided to rant about it like on the general page, and I was like, oh my god, I wish I could play more D&D, this and that, it was so fun. And then I got messaged by someone who invited me to their own Yu-Gi-Oh D&D campaign, where it was like GX like era stuff, and like that's how I initially met not just Septa, but also a lot of my current friends. It was like through that and a different Yu-Gi-Oh campaign, and since then we've been really good friends. I've helped him with a lot of stuff. We started the Struck first because of our dueling dynamic, and I'm glad that the stars aligned and that my complaining in a fucking Discord chat led to me meeting one of my best friends. All right. What is the type of animal you like in life? I'm a dog guy. I like canines. And with that being said, all right, other than dogs, which like I like dogs, I like bears. Bears are cute. I don't care. Like they'll kill me. Listen, I wouldn't hug a bear. All right, I'm not gonna hug like a fucking wild bear, but like if I met a domesticated bear, I'm dapping him up. Like I like bears because they're just big dogs. They're cute. That and sea creatures. Like sea mammals. Sea mammals are cute as hell. Like seals, dude. Oh man. Oh, I know you didn't ask it here, but if I had to pick like my favorite, like some of my favorite Pokemon, I guess just because it's related to Sceptile, why not? My favorite, like top 3, I really like Charizard, Namachill. Yeah, well, Charizard. I just like Charizard. It's cool. I really like Walrein, like the Sphere evolutions. I really like Walrein. I've always liked walruses. They're really cool as well. And then also another one, like what's another banger that I like? Oh, Aegislash. Aegislash is just so cool. He's just so cool. He's like a setting his sword and shield. He's sick. All right. But yeah, and last but not least from Kenny Arcana, how long and how hard is it to make an episode? So, okay, this is the big question, right? I try to get my episodes out around every 3 months or so. I'll keep that consistency. I'm gonna be transparent when I talk about this. The biggest problem with editing for me, it's not that it is hard. It is just that like with any art form, you're going to hit artist block. You're gonna hit roadblocks. You're going to be like struggling to think like my storage from my phone got full, which is, by the way, that's what I use to record. I use my phone. But right, what was I saying? Right. The biggest problem is those roadblocks, and how I personally deal with them is that I'll take long breaks from editing, and I try to avoid it because I know, like, as much as I I love editing. I love doing what I do. All right, do not get it twisted. Just because I'm like, what I'm about to say is gonna sound like I fucking hate it, but just listen. All right, you have to take breaks, but also at the same time, you can't take such long breaks that you just don't do it for a while. Like I try my best at the most. Like if I take breaks, I take like 4 to 5 days. Because if I take longer, like the longer you take, then you're gonna like lose your flow. You're gonna lose your energy. Like that's why, like in my opinion, like it feels like I start off strong. I'm like, oh, fine, I get to do this. Like, and like, I'm doing all these animations. I'm doing everything, and then like the quality gets a bit lower. Like that's what happens. Because I take frequent breaks because it's just a lot. You know, like you see what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot. I'm not trying to just like, don't get me wrong. Right? If you want to do Excalibur, like Excalibur Card Heroes type of video making, I'm gonna be honest, it's not that difficult, especially in this day and age. I'm like literally anybody with like it doesn't even need, you don't really need money. It's really just about like your own dedication, right? Like if you want to just make a solid series, like, and I'm talking live action, I have no experience with gacha like that ever. The only time I did it was for episode 6, and even then it was like it was a lot, but I can't really like speak on that. But like for live action, I think there's no easier time than the present to get into that. Like it is not that difficult. Like I'd say if you are aspiring, the best thing to do is not to compare yourself to other people. Okay, this time I physically went and deleted all my so what I was saying, you're not gonna be the next series that has already existed. You need to do your best to not only differentiate yourself, but give a reason for people to watch your thing. Why should they watch you? If you try to be exactly like somebody else, then they're gonna pick at somebody else. You gotta do your best to be you. Give yourself like a reason, like show your originality. Like, do not try and copy. Here's the big thing. You can 100% be inspired by a series. Like, hell, look at me. I'm inspired by like fucking a billion different things, okay? But at the end of the day, your series will only be successful. Your series will only be successful is if there's passion behind it. Like true passion. If you have true passion and you work your ass off, people will watch, people will recognize. It may not be a billion people, it's not ever gonna be a billion people, but it'll be just those little bits, and that's enough to keep the drive going. And that's what's gonna push you. Trust me, it worked for me, it'll work for you. You just gotta try your fucking best. Whew. Okay. Next question. Alright. Alright, let's bring up the level, yeah. Alright, so, from some fucking Greek gooner guy that I know, how does it feel to be the Dragon vs. Destiny and Potential Man? And do you think, someone deserves the title more? Can't take a title away from the king, baby. Number 1, undefeated. Fucking best. Alright. Alright. 5-5 Gaming and Productions, my boy. Fucking love Duels of Despair. Right. Favorite game series or favorite game in general? Alright, well, I would like to direct your attention towards my background of shit. Specifically, alright, so that's Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2 is one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Same Wind Waker, my favorite Zelda game of all time. I love Zelda. I'm not like a big Soul Calibur guy. I like Soul Calibur 2 specifically because fucking Link. I love Link. I love Kingdom Hearts. Like my name is literally just like an organization member name. It's literally my name jumbled up. But yeah, I love Kingdom Hearts. Sora is my main to Smash, by the way. I do like Sora. Some other games that I don't really have like up there. Well, also, you know, obviously, let me move my my rubbing alcohol that I have there. There's Jaden, there's Avion. But obviously, I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I love Street Fighter. Street Fighter is probably my favorite fighting game. I just like Capcom. Capcom just drops bangers. Fix 6. Fix 6. I want to play it again. Stop. Drop updates, please. Oh my God. I love Street Fighter 6. I love God of War. I love Borderlands. I love Borderlands so much. Let's see. I'm just trying to think. Just rapid fire. Final Fantasy. From the few that I've played 15, 14, 3, 7, although I haven't finished it. 6, I haven't finished it. Those games are really cool. I like them. Oh, and Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom is my favorite tag fighter. Dragon Ball FighterZ is another banger until Bandai ruined it. But yeah, those are the games that I like. Alright, from passing through Duel Links, this is going to be another sentimental one. When and how did you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh? So, in terms of, I'm going to talk about this in multiple ways, right? Because it started when my first Yu-Gi-Oh memory was watching Sun, who, if you don't know, he is a family member. Like, that's my uncle. Yeah. It was back when I used to live in New York. He was watching an episode of the anime. And Jane infused I think it was Avion and Bubbleman to make a Submariner. And I remembered for hours. I was just like, yeah, I had a bunch of random cards from Clue for some reason around. And I was pretending to be Jane, oh, I'll play Polymerization, I'll fuse Bubbleman and Avion and make Submariner. And I was doing that a lot. And then one random day, Son brought out some cards that he had, because he's been playing the game since he was in middle school, and now he's teaching me. This is back 2010, 2011. So he's teaching me, I'm trying to learn. I didn't really understand it. But then he introduced me to a website, now defunct, Dueling Network. Dueling Network is where I really learned how to play the game. And it is where I picked up my favorite deck of all time, Synchron. I was a Quasar Blazar boy for life. I know the exact deck list that I was playing back then. Because guess what? It was a fucking Galactic God deck list. I was playing his Quasar deck. I changed out some of the synchros to ones that I like. I think I my taking Goyo or whatever, band shit. And I was playing Junk Gardener, and Junk Destroyer, and Junk Archer, then all of that. And I really learned the combos. I've summoned Quasar consistently, a lot. That was my shit. And that's what I was doing on the online first. That's how I learned how to play online. But even before Dueling Network, before I really got into it, or no, I think I was really into Dueling Network. And then Son, me and Son, we he showed me starting from episode 1 of like Duel Monsters, and we went like all the way to 5Ds. We skipped Zexal because specifically at the time like we just did not want to like watch it, and I think at the time Arc 5 was not only coming up, but was coming up with new episodes. I remember we were watching the sub as it released. It was so I love those memories. Yeah. But that's how I got into the anime specifically. It was through Sun. Like a lot of my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff has been through Sun, because growing up, like I'm like the oldest child in my family, and in general, I felt like there was not really many people in general who really understood me or had the same interests as me. So, like for like a lot of stuff, I was like my father figure, my older brother figure. So he got me into a lot of stuff that I'm into, and I'm really grateful. And then paper. Let me talk about that. So my very first IRL deck, unfortunately, it was a Synchron. That would have been really cool. No, my first deck that I owned in real life was the starter deck Yugi Reloaded deck. I was like out with like one of my aunts, and I saw the deck in like the store we were at, and I'm like, oh yo, that's Yugi's deck. Oh, I want to get it, and then I got it, and that's really how I got into playing paper. And I just started collecting cards. I got a bunch of like for Christmas and stuff like that, and like it was. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Alright, next, Dimension Duelist 4149. If you could have one anime and manga exclusive deck, which would they be? That is a very good question. That is an extremely good question. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know. There's not really any anime or manga decks that we haven't gotten already that are like speaking to me. Like I haven't seen Vrains, I will admit. I know there's like a lot of architects of Vrains that are like really cool. But in terms of like stuff from what I remember, there wasn't really anything that was that memorable, I'll be honest. Like I don't really have one. Alright, from Blue Eyes Bob. What inspired you to make a fan series in the first place? Yo, okay, another... Alright, this is another emotional one. As I said, I started, or I guess, I kind of alluded to the fact, I've said it before. But my very first experience with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Live action scene was when I was 5. This is like 2009. Like, no, 2000. Yeah, 2009. I was like 5 years old. I was like a fucking baby. Pretty much. And Sun showed me the Little Demon Films Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing with Zeo using Obelisk and Yakuto using Slifer. That my baby brain like expanded. I'm like, oh, I want to watch that. And then like that was the main series I watched. And then like when it ended, I was like, oh man, okay. And then there was like, yeah. Eventually I got my own iPad as like a kid. And I looked up, like I had YouTube, and I looked up Yu-Gi-Oh! Live action, and I found so many series. I found Revelations. I found a little bit of Excalibur. I wasn't really too much into Excalibur as a child, but like I still like watched some episodes. There was this series by I think they were Australian. These kids. Like one was using Synchro and Mech Lords or some shit, and they always use like Raid Raptors. That was another one that like really stuck with me. The fact that I remember that at all is crazy, because they deleted their series off of YouTube, which like is unfortunate. I was big into freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Destiny by Kisame Unlimited. Dog, that series was sick. Like, I just liked it because it was just like, oh, yo, these guys are playing actual decks. Like, they're not just playing like some anime bullshit. Like, they're playing real ass decks. Let's see, what are some others? But like, those were like my main thing. My biggest, like my favorite series when I was like younger, it was Revelations. I liked, like it felt different, you know. It was, I mean, you know, with fucking hindsight, I shouldn't have been watching as like a fucking 10-year-old, like, you know, especially with Carlos, my goat. But that was like the series that really like got me in and got me hooked. Like no matter what, like even when there was times in my life when I was like, oh, I'm not into Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't want to play this shit. Like Revelations really was like the thing that kept me in the scene, you know, because no matter what, I could have that random thought in the back of my head, like, oh, did they drop like new episode? Let me like check, you know, even after months. And like even when I did that, I would go back and watch a lot of the old episodes, and then that would lead me back into watching a lot of the other stuff. So you know, I kept up for years, and then came sometime I think it's almost 4 years now, where they did the contest thing for Revelations, to be a part of episode. This was for episode 41, and at the time I was at my first job. I had just bought a dual disc. I bought dual disc and I bought cards for what you call it. I bought a dual disc and stuff for just to have. I always wanted another dual disc. I really always wanted the GX dual disc, specifically because of Brendan Blade. I'm like, he made that shit look good. Him and Zayo, they really like, yo, I need to get a GX dual disc. But I was also, at the time, I was a patron as well. I was, for lack of a better term, I was a Giga fan. Like, I fucking loved Revelations a lot. So I signed up, and then, or you know, no, I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit scatterbrained. I'm just trying to remember this. But actually, I was thinking about entering it, but I was like, oh, but I don't have a camera. Oh, this would be so cool. But then Tyler dropped the video about the guidelines, and I watched it because I was like, oh, I'm curious, like, you know, what would you need to do? And then he mentioned, oh, even like your modern phone can be a camera. And I was like, wait, what? My phone camera can like suffice? And then I looked it up on YouTube to see how to do it specifically for my phone, and lo and behold, it was like really good quality. Like, it looked good. So on Amazon, I bought myself a tripod. This is the same tripod. I've been using this tripod for like 3 or 4 years. Like, this tripod it's been through like the most, but I bought it, and then I recorded myself, and then lo and behold, that episode came out. And throughout my entire life since I was 5, I've always had the thought in the back of my head of, what if I could make my own series with my uncle? You know, like, in our Yu-Gi-Oh! Career, he's always been like the rival that couldn't be. Like that. So like, the original idea was to do something with that. But then as I thought more and more and more, the idea fleshed itself out. it became what you guys have been watching. And like, I say it all the time, but seriously, thank you so much for making my childhood dream come true. Like, it means the fucking world. Alright, from D. Goldman. How did you become part of the DV? The Dragonverse, sorry. I abbreviated it on my end just so I could understand it. Okay, so when I was working on episode 1, I was very nervous and I was like rushing through things and I wasn't taking my time, which is a problem I do. I do things as fast as possible, just be like, okay, I just want to get it out and not like worry about it. So a lot of that time, I was talking with Spooky Electronics and they were giving me pointers and stuff. And then they were telling me about like shows in the Dragonverse and stuff, and like this was a few years ago. So like there was some that I watched. I did like watch a few episodes of Duels of Despair, of Dragon Warriors. Like there was some Dragonverse shows that I did watch before actually joining. And then like I'm talking with Spooky, I'm talking with them, and I'm like, wow, this seems really cool. And I think, and I'm trying to remember, because it was either they invited me to a Discord server and then I asked to join, or I asked to join and they allowed me to join the server. But regardless, they took a chance on me. They saw what I was trying to do. They saw that I had a passion for this, and even though I wasn't the best whatsoever and I wasn't good at what I was doing, like they saw that, like, yo, this kid has passion for this. Like they knew that I was doing this out of love. They knew why I wanted to do this. And once again, I've made lifelong friends just because of random chance like that, and I'm eternally grateful. Like it's been crazy. I'm sorry, I was just thinking about where I started and how far I've come. I'm sorry. And then last but not least, from Flare Dragoon B3U, will you ever add XDs for a main character? Down the line, not for season 1. That is something I want to touch on a little bit here. Season 1, the cast is very tight knit, mainly just because like I said this before. Season 1, as much as I've been putting a lot of effort into it, and I love it. Like, don't get me wrong. It's been very much a test run for what I want to do, like just to get my feet in the ground before I start like making a bunch of different decisions and start doing a lot more. One of those things is I wanted to keep the cast of characters to a small amount, just because I didn't have confidence in my own ability, not just to write, but also to portray these all these characters and think of voices and stuff. But with season 2, and there will be a season 2, I want to introduce a lot more characters, some to the main cast, a lot to the villain side. So yeah, I hope that we make it there, hopefully. And those are all the questions. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good rest of your night.